let's go ahead and talk about what's next for the Vikings. Now it's time to transition to our Lions preview. The Detroit Lions is the next matchup for the Minnesota Vikings. You saw a lot of Jared Goff when he was in the NFC West with the Rams. What are some of the things you have to account for with him at the quarterback position for the Detroit Lions?
Well, Jared can make all the throws. He has a very good grasp of the offense. Those guys, the first 2 weeks, they put up some really good numbers on the offensive side of the ball. Something that he's accustomed doing when he was with the Rams early on in his career, when him and Sean first hooked up. So he has the talent, and now they're trying to build a culture and a winning environment around there that seems to be working.
Mm-hmm.
With what Dan Campbell is bringing the attitude he's bringing over there to that Detroit organization. But Jared, he's a talented quarterback. He's a talented quarterback that can make all the throws. A very strong arm. Like I say, he's making do with the talent that he has. Amon has been great for him.
No question.
Few weeks, and even last year, he was a bit target for him last year. So those guys definitely got something cooking over there in Detroit for sure.
Yeah, and talking about Jared Goff and Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jared Goff dating back to last season, week 12. So since week 12 of last season, the best touchdown to interception ratio. Aaron Rodgers is first 18-1. Pat Mahomes is second 19-1, 19-2, I'm sorry. And Jared Goff is third, 17-3. And then in regards to St. Brown, he's caught a receiving touchdown in 6 straight games. That's the longest active streak in the NFL and ties the longest streak in Lions history. He also has 8+ receptions in 8 games. That ties the NFL record as well with Antonio Brown in 2014 and Michael Thomas in 2019. So these two guys for the Detroit Lions have really been balling and playing some big time, give him some big time production for the Detroit Lions. And those are 2 guys you got to really account for, not to mention the running game. They've been running the football well. I think they're number 1 in the league right now in rushing yards per ball game as a team led by Swift. When Swift is in the game, they're doing some big time things. So this is a big challenge for you guys because the Detroit Lions are not your weekly pushover like we've seen in years past. They played the Philadelphia Eagles extremely close. They found a way to fight back in that ball game, and then they bounced back last week against the Commanders. So what they have on their mind, and they believe they have opportunity to win. So with that being said, this game is this home or away, Pat P?
We're home.
Home. Okay. So now it's prediction time. So last week I said 26-21. The winning team almost had 26, but it was 24-7, right?
Yep.
24-7. So prediction time, back at home, back at the crib. It's going to be fired up. Divisional game. You guys are 1-0 in the division, so you're in first place of your division. That's huge. Prediction time. We see a bounce back game for the offense. So I'll say 24-13. Bounce back game for the Minnesota Vikings defense as well, only allowing 13 points. 24-13, Vikings win. Everybody's happy. Everybody's happy. Right? You like that? How'd that sound?
I love it.
Okay. Well, you guys got my prediction. You know what time it is. One thing we know about the Minnesota Vikings, they're undefeated when they play at home. Week 3 is a home game. So let's keep that streak going.